Welcome to the Hypnotic Brainware Installation for Confidence, Part 6. Before listening, be sure you can safely give this audio your full attention and have consulted a healthcare professional. Now, before going into that state of focused attention on my voice, move yourself to get nice and comfortable, with your arms by your sides and legs uncrossed. Don't go into that altered state of consciousness just yet. Make sure that you won't be interrupted during our session. When you do become relaxed yet focused, deep into the hypnotic state, you will continue to be aware of everything around you still, and so will leave if there is an emergency. Gently take a few deep, soothing breaths and allow your eyes to gently close as you turn your mental focus now inside. As you concentrate on your breathing now, so too you may notice it begin to calm and slow. Continue to focus gently on your breathing. Now, I will explain the Confidence Brainware installation procedure to you. First, we prepare your mind and body into a suggestive state of consciousness by having you follow some simple instructions, and then assist you to imagine the hallway of distortion and the chair of ultimate comfort, which I am sure you will enjoy. From there, you may hear a story from the wise old man, because it will stimulate your subconscious mind, which means the download and installation of the confidence mindset directly into your subconscious can start, creating new neural pathways within your physical brain, which we will then strengthen by running you through pre-prepared practice simulations to help you grow comfortable with your new programming. You will be awake and conscious during this process, which means most people find this a most invigorating and enjoyable procedure. Alright, let's get started. For the first step, as mentioned, we need to prepare your mind and body for the installation of new software. This involves priming your mind to comfortably follow basic instructions and just act. This is important to get maximum benefit from your new programming. To begin with, open your eyes and select something up high in front of you to look at. And when ready, allow your eyes to relax once more and gently close. That's it, well done. Now for something more complex. You will hear a count backwards from 5 through to 0. And as you hear each number, open your eyes, looking at that spot, and inhale deeply. Then, when you exhale, gently allow your eyes to close. Let's begin. 5. Eyes open, inhale. And then slowly exhale, eyes closing, relaxing your body. 4. Eyes open, inhale. And then slowly exhale, eyes closing, rolling back into your head. 3. Eyes open, inhale. And then slowly exhale, eyes closing, turning your focus inside. 2. Eyes open, inhale. And then slowly exhale, eyes closing, whole body relaxing down. 1. Eyes open, inhale. And then slowly exhale, eyes closing, and just one more time now. 0. Eyes open, inhale. And then slowly exhale, eyes closing, and relax down inside now, and imagine or visualize before you now a large, shiny door, and you reach forward and press your hand against the cool, solid wall panel. The door glides smoothly out of the way, and in front of you now, a new room, a safe, dark, mysterious hallway with no walls or ceiling, with steps lit up on the floor to guide your way. Please now enter the hallway of distortion, and feeling excited and happy, you act now and enter this hallway. At first, you may notice how calm and peaceful this hallway makes you feel, or you may notice that if you look closely at the darkness around you, you realize it shows a delicate matrix of interconnected nodes, all brilliantly colored. So many of them, there seems to be more than the stars in a night sky, and they seem so brilliantly complex, pulsing, powerful, delicate. It seems to be always growing in action, adding like a web of muted color and secret knowledge, the universe spanning out forever here inside your mind. Now is time to travel down the hallway, and you find yourself slowly and calmly walking down with the steps lit up before you, enjoying the calm comfort of this secret place, walking slowly towards something up ahead. Coming up on your side, you see a magnificent window lit up with a scene beyond, and as you reach the window, you stop, and through there is a beautiful scene with fresh grass, children and animals playing, a tall tree standing graceful and protective over them all, the sun high in the sky, the day bright and happy in the middle of a beautiful summer. And you draw your focus away from the view through the window now, which means instead focusing inside, along that lit up path, as you walk calmly down the hallway now, following the steps so carefully laid out in front of you. You can't miss them, already under your feet. You just need to act. Automatic movement. And up ahead, again on the same side, a second window, slowly approaching. And as you reach this window, a familiar yet naturally changed scene. The same tree, standing proud and tall, with a magnificent autumn display of both muted and bright oranges, reds, yellows and browns, leaves floating around gently on the breeze as the children play below, their feet crunching the delicate blanket of crinkly leaves. And you take a moment to admire this new scene, and then you move forward further down along the lit up path in front of you, and the next window slowly comes up on the same side, which means this time you find yourself feeling eager to look out, eager to see the natural change. And now, a peaceful winter scene, snow blanketing the tree, heavy on its branches, layering the ground, with the children laughing and playing in the snow, leaving footprints everywhere they go, and the sun glimpses meekly overhead, warming the scene, and you see small animals scampering to and fro. And then you move, carrying on without thinking, further down inside the building until you reach the final scene, the last window. And because you find yourself eager now to embrace the new scene, the natural change, and to experience the glory of natural growth and progression, you feel excitement. And before you now, the same beautiful tree once more, in all the glory of a bright, vibrant spring, with blossoms in bloom all over the tree in the most beautiful colour. Children are laughing because they are playing in the grass, and young, new animals are frolicking, thrilled and excited. You smile to yourself and you slowly turn away from the window and move your focus deeper inside as you calmly begin to walk along the path laid out in front of you. And as you continue to move down the calm, soothing hallway, the interconnected nodes surrounding you fascinate you, delicately intricate and powerful as you continue along. And in the distance, something bright ahead of you, end of the path, deep inside, friendly and welcoming, lit up, and you walk closer along your path. You realize it is a chair, bright in the mysterious darkness, waiting for you. And as you continue to move and get closer and closer, you see that this chair is such a comfortable looking chair, and soon you will be relaxing deep into the chair, allowing yourself to rest and focus deep inside as you get closer and closer until the chair is right there in front of you. Please now sit in the chair of ultimate comfort, and you reach out and touch the soft, comforting fabric, and take a moment and allow yourself to gently and slowly sit down in this chair deep, and you feel the waves of relaxation, comfort and calm washing over you from head all the way through to the toes as you sink into pure comfort. And all around you, the scene seems to light up because you now notice another chair near yours with a kind, caring old man smiling at you. Please now listen to the caring, wise old man. He has much wisdom to share, and a magnificent fireplace in front of you, gently warming your face And as you stare into the deep, dancing flames, always in action, the kind, caring old man, the wise old man, begins to speak now as you stare into the flames of the fire. Aristotle once said, "Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom," and this is very true. I will give you a quote now from C. Joy Bell C., a poet and novelist. "I have realized it is during the times that I am far outside my element that I experience myself the most, that I see and feel who I really am the most. I think that's what a comet is like. You see, a comet is born in the outer realms of the universe, but it's only when it ventures too close to our sun or to other stars that it releases that blazing tail behind it and shoots brazen through the heavens, and meteors become sucked into our atmosphere before they burst like firecrackers and realize that they're shooting stars. And that's why I enjoy taking myself out of my own element, my own comfort zone, and hurling myself out into the unknown, because it's during those scary moments, those unsure steps taken, that I am able to see that I'm like a comet hitting a new atmosphere. Suddenly, I illuminate magnificently, and fire dusts begin to fall off me. I discover a smile I didn't know I had. I uncover a feeling that I didn't know existed in me. I see myself. I'm a shooting star, a meteor shower, but I'm not going to die out. I guess I'm more like a comet then. I'm just going to keep on coming back. And as the old man smiles kindly, cheerful, caring eyes, the room begins to change around you, and you find yourself on a magnificent beach that stretches out as far as you can see in both directions. The perfect temperature lingering in the air, the gentle scent of the beach filling your senses, and you see the brilliant sun gently gliding slowly downwards behind the perfectly calm blanket of beautiful ocean before you, and you find yourself relaxing deeply, enjoying the scene, and you watch the sun slowly setting, always in action, calm and gentle, displaying a magnificent rainbow of colours playing across the sky. Down near the end of the beach, there is a person. They wave to you, but you can't quite make out who they are. Please now move down the beach towards the other person, but you are drawn towards them. This is someone you love and trust completely, and you begin to move automatically towards them. As you get closer, you recognize who they are and laugh that you are looking at yourself. And as you come up in front of this copy of yourself, you recognize the familiar features. Visualize or imagine or feel the comfort that exists within yourself. The other you smiles. Confidence Brainware is now loaded and ready for installation. I will read a list of the changes as they are being installed. Your subconscious mind will take these changes and assume them as part of your persona. Installation will now commence. Observe the image of yourself change and grow as the installation completes. You are always learning and growing, and always learning about yourself. Each and every human is incredibly complex, and you spend time to get to know yourself, your deepest thoughts and wishes, and often you pay attention when you say or do something and wonder at why. To better understand yourself, to better understand who you truly are deep inside, someone completely unique with thoughts and opinions, beliefs and hopes and dreams, someone you can learn to trust and rely upon, because you can trust and rely upon yourself. Visualize or imagine or feel this new version of yourself right there in front of you, the new, confident you. Allow yourself to be completely immersed in this person in front of you. If you feel or see anything out of place, or anything that needs to be added, just add it in. Change and adapt this confident version of yourself until you feel in every fibre of your being that the image is perfect. Installation is now fully loaded. When ready to accept these wonderful changes, step into the other version of yourself before you, saving the programming as part of your true self. Now step forward and embrace these new changes. And you feel the air around you vibrate with power as you feel this new image become one with you. Light seems to be streaming from your body, and you feel yourself smiling. And now it is time to reinforce the neural pathways by running you through various training scenarios. And the scene around you wavers and dissolves and changes into the room, the 6 chairs, the 5 other people, the smiling, welcoming faces, shaking hands, greeting, friendliness and warmth. And the leader, Daniel, says, "Today we have an excursion. Follow me, everyone." And so you and everyone follow Daniel out of the building into a small bus where you all wonder, curious, what strange thing Daniel will have you all do today. The bus drives for a short time, and you chat and you talk easily with your fellow bus passengers until the bus finally stops in front of the local museum, and you all leave the bus and enter the museum, hoping that Daniel won't ask you to do anything embarrassing in such a public place. He gathers you all together and says, "Okay, so we are obviously at the museum today, and no, we won't be doing anything drastic. Don't worry. What I think we should do, though, is see how many strangers we can engage in small talk today without being pushy or rude, and make sure you enjoy the museum. It has some very interesting things." After half an hour, we'll all meet back here, and the winner gets this trophy. And he pulls out a trophy that says, "Most confident person." And so let's get to it, shall we? And so you begin to spread out, some in pairs, and you head off on your own, thinking of ways to start conversations with strangers. And the first people you come across are an elderly couple admiring a painting. You casually walk up near them and admire the painting yourself, a bright, colourful, emotional painting, full of meaning and well presented by the artist. You say to the elderly couple, "Look at the use of colour, it's lovely." And the gentleman turns to you with a smile and says, "I agree. This painting is magnificent. I love how there are so many colours, all used in a corresponding yet somehow contradictory manner." And you think about this and ask, "Is this painting your favourite?" The elderly woman speaks up now. "Oh no," she says, "my husband's favourite is the one on the wall over there. It is of a horse and cart, and I think that is rather dull. But he, my husband, could stare at it all day, couldn't you, dear? And the husband chuckles. You know, I would if I could. And you notice the way they look at each other so very tenderly and sweet. And you smile politely and wish them a lovely day as you head onwards to find your next person. And the next person you come across is a young woman sketching in her notebook while looking at one of the statues. And as you walk nearby, you can't help but notice the skill in her sketch. And you say to her in passing, "That is a brilliant drawing. Keep that up and they'll be displaying your work here soon," while smiling with encouragement. And the young woman smiles broadly, beaming with delight, and insists on showing you her other sketches, all of which are very good, and you encourage her with honest words. And as you part, you see her go back to her sketching with a renewed passion, and you casually walk over to the next person you find, a middle-aged man looking critically at one of the smaller paintings. He seems to be lost in thought, and you decide not to interrupt him when he says out loud, to no one in particular, "Do you think there is too much sky in this painting?" And you look for yourself and think for a moment and decide, yes, you think the sky does seem to overwhelm the image and retract from the central theme. And politely you tell him so. But then you also add that it does seem to add a great sense of expansion to the painting, making it feel like more than it would be if it was just the image below by itself. "Yes," he announces suddenly, "that is precisely what I was going for. Thank you." And you feel curious about his meaning and ask him, "Did you paint this?" And he says, yes, but now don't make a fuss. Anyone can put paint on a page." And with that, he walked off. And you realize now it's time to head on back to the others. And so you head back, and when you meet back with everyone in the group, and when you all announce the number of strangers that you were able to engage in small talk with, no one else was as successful as you. And so, Daniel proudly hands you the trophy of most confident person, and the group congratulate you and pat you on the back, all smiling and happy with what they have achieved that day. And so you all head back to the bus and travel back to the building with the room with 6 chairs in a circle. And when you arrive back at the room, Daniel says, "Once more, we will all meet up. I look forward to seeing you all then." And you all smile and say your goodbyes and wave. There is still more potential within you, more to learn, practice, to empower yourself with, to grow and become more and more yourself, more and more who you truly are, who you want to be, more towards that big, bright future of unlimited potential. But that is for the next part, for tomorrow, when you come back. The scene around you changes now, as you see yourself standing once more on the path within the curious darkness of your deep, safe inner mind. The chair behind you now, as you travel back along the lit path, past the windows, 1, 2, 3, and 4, through the doorway, and starting to wake up and feel invigorated and energized. And open your eyes now, feeling wide awake and refreshed and content. Eyes are open and have a big stretch and feel wide awake. This Brainware installation has successfully completed. I recommend you seek out new experiences to practice your new skills as soon as possible.